Be me. A third worlder in a third world country. Dream of having a big sister since my first memory. Ask parent to adopt some older girl for me, as a 5-6-year-old. They didn't do that and got bullied at middle school. Had some sort of GF at high school. 2 year older than me. Fill the role of my big sis for me, she knew I want big sis. Didn't even ever kiss her cause I'm an idiot. She moved to university in different city. Slowly lost connection with each other. It seemed like university thing and her family pressure her too much. She committed suicide. Can do nothing. For some reason after that I started to feel nothing. Video bring no joy, novel, anime grant no happiness. Fast forward to my university. Have a normie GF thinking that is all I need to fill the void. Still want big sis. Broke up with her for her sake. Now I'm a wage salve. Being a third worlder mean have less money, despise hard working. It look like my life isn't worth it. There is no way my dream can come true. There is no happy ending for me. At first I tried to create exit bag. Now I have access to a tall building, it will be easier for me to end my life. I've talked to almost everyone. My friend don't understand me. My family refuse to understand. They still think I'm a happy man but feel down because of work. I'm all alone now with no one really know the real me. Should I just die now? Is there anything worth living for? No. Long story short. Be me, guy 29. Have BFF, girl 29. I've been hiding my feelings for her for a decade. She very clearly doesn't reciprocate. Over the last year I decided to confess and tell her I can't be friends because I can't let her go otherwise, and it's eating my up from the inside. She understands and we try and distance ourselves. Keep falling back to old patterns because I'm a simp and she depends on me like a boyfriend in terms of emotional support. Last Saturday we hung out, just her and me, event off, we've said it's a bad idea. Got high and drunk. I leaned in and kissed her and she kissed me back. First time we ever kissed. It was amazing. It was clear it was just casual making out, however. Even if I were a bit cringe during this, wasn't the bad part. Later go to bed together in her bed. She has intention of sleeping with me. She had clearly stated that earlier. However, I was still drunk, high, and while half asleep I started to try and touch her and kiss her neck and stuff. She told me off and moved my arms away from her. Wake up before her in the morning and realize what I did. Get anxiety and leave before she wakes up. Talk about it later and she feels very uncomfortable because she never thought I would be like that. Like other creeps she's dated. I severely broke her trust. Even with the circumstances I feel terrible. Worst part is that me, her and 3 of our common friends are going to be living together for a week now, and I just feel terrible about all of this. Be me. Have some female friends. One of them I have a crush on but is often not available, and I see her on very rare occasions, but we get along well every time. Another one is BPD. I'm good friends with BPD girl. I basically friends-zoned her. Be lonely. Hang out at her apartment and watch a movie together, not really intended on fucking. We end up fucking. A lot. And damn, the sex is good. Crazy bitches fuck really good. Like for real. After fucking I told her I don't want it to be serious, and it's probably not good if we keep doing it. End up in a weird friends with benefits thing for 6 months. I intend to break up soon, because she has just unbearable habits like heavy smoker, a lot of fatty, unhealthy food, bad cook, really weird outfits and hair colors. I was kinda ashamed to be seen with her in public. Day of breakup, I tell her we should end this. I feel like she developed feelings for me. She denies it, cries, and was kinda uncomfy situation. Fast forward, she told everyone, especially my crush. I unfortunately told her about my crush before this fucking started, how I manipulated her, lied to her and all that shit. Most of her female friends believe her accuse of cis code. Lose pretty much all of my friends over some time. We'll probably never meet crush again. My heart's been broken despite I don't even loved my sex buddy. It has been broken because of the ruined opportunity with my crush. Lost all friends. Lone fag now. Fuck BPD women. I was lucky she was not the completely crazy tier 1. Like the crazier ones would become complete stalkers and shit and won't leave you alone. Can I save this situation and ends? Be me. Family and friends over at house. Wife and I bought plenty of snacks and drinks. Good times. JPEG. Sports ball is apparently a thing again. Everyone wants to watch a basketball game. That's cool, I will just do my thing, meaning I go read a book I'm liking in the next room. A few minutes pass of glorious reading and self-reflection time. Get called back into the other room. Oh boy, I love my friends and family, here I go. Arrive. Hey Anon, why don't you want to watch the game? Don't even think before I speak. Oh, watching sweaty niggers rub their bodies on each other isn't one of hobbies. Instant silence. First quiet moment in the house after hours of talking and good times. This happened about half an hour ago. As I write this, there has been a very noticeable tension and change of mood in the room. Alright brothers, how do I fix this? Be me. Depressed. Put my depression into binge eating 10,000 calories a day, masturbation, smoking. Secretly buy $100 worth of Nutella, junk food and other shit. Stash it all under my bed. All well for 1 month. Mom discovers secret stash while cleaning. Confused. JPEG. Me trying to explain why I have 20 jars of Nutella under my bed. Bewildered. JPEG. Mom stores Nutella in pantry. Sigh of relief. I proceed to buy 20 jars of Nutella every month and stash it on top of my wardrobe. No one will find my stash this time. I don't want to look like that. Just be me. Feeling awesome with metal and almost all their subgenres. Has long hair. Hair is messed up. Also have greasy skin. Wanted to improve my appearance cause I want to feel myself like a Chad when I stare the mirror, and yeah, so I think it's gonna give me a buff that make me easier to being noticed by females and get laid. Start to read plebit advices about skincare and hair care. Sounds like fucking easy, just consume because plebit. Hydrate your hair, hydrate skin and some magical shit that things do to stop sweating grease from the face. Turned out I have prettier hair than the last chicks I banged. My face looks too much clean and soft. Feel handsome. So suddenly figured out my jaw never was like Gigak, had just a small one, and the face with the long hair. MFWI looks like a femboy. Fucking plebit, what you had done to me? Well, I don't want to cut my hair and I can't change my facial structure. Yeah, I could get laid as it, but I will never be intimidating because on top of that I'm a manlet. Be me, 20 years/0, very healthy, never had strong COVID symptoms throughout the entire pandemic despite living with people who have had the virus twice. Not researched the vaccine, never cared about it or COVID. Yesterday morning, was moving house, my mother calls. I'm booking you a vaccine for tomorrow. Freeze up, don't know what to think or say. End up nervously saying okay and getting on with my day. This morning, go to the vaccination center. In the middle of the queue. Panic a little, realize I have no idea what I'm doing or why I'm here. Really scared. Didn't know whether to go into the room, turn back, call my parents, talk to someone else, etc. End up getting vaccinated. Felt upset and angry at myself ever since. What I'm upset about is the fact that I didn't even think about this or speak up when I had the call with my mother. It seemed like something imperative and I felt like I had to just go along with it, which I think wasn't actually the case. Again, I didn't do any research because I assumed I wasn't going to get the vaccine for a while, but I ended up taking it without questioning anything. This was weak of me. I'm 20 years old now, but I let someone else decide something important for me where the results are completely irreversible. The vaccine appears to be a bigger deal than I assumed and I didn't exercise any freedom of choice here. It's entirely my fault and I'm so extremely fucking angry about that. I feel like punching a wall and crying like a bitch. From the research I did while standing in the fucking line, it seems like taking the vaccine is a risk, but it's a risk that some are willing to take to protect others or themselves. Personally, I really don't think I fit into needing to protect others or myself, but I could be wrong on that. I don't even fucking know, which is making my head spin. I'm so disgusted with myself and I just don't know what to do to get over this. Can anyone help me? Be me a year ago. Student housemate wants to read me tarot cards. Ask about future love life and soulmates. You will meet one more interest and after them you will meet your soulmate, but only if you accept her. A few months pass, meet a girl who is interested but I wasn't, since I wanted to stick to what she said. At airport now, going through Amsterdam to go home, on flight see a really cute girl sitting across from me that somehow was very familiar. She starts talking to me and we really click, got to know each other as we're walking out but neither asked for name or number. Well shit, I think that was her. I made a Facebook post about her with a likeness I drew and everything I know about her in a group of her town hoping to find her. Even planned a trip there to hang posters of the post with my number on it hoping she'd see it. Call me dumb but I wanted closure. Furthermore, my mother's friend who through a form of meditation can get vague answer like the tarot cards to questions. Which I even saw were accurate in the prediction so I said hell why not? And so I asked her about this girl. She isn't what you're looking for which left me confused. A few days ago I had a dream where I was looking at a phone and scrolling through pictures of this girl. I only ever saw her with a face mask but in these pictures I could see her whole face. As I'm scrolling I get to a picture of her in a bouquet with her hands doing the peace. I tell my mom about it, and her doing those medications too tells me it's most likely true. I guess I understand what by only if I accept her she meant now. Let's say if this weren't all just guesses and such and was true. What would you do in my shoes? Be me, full of testosterone and desensitized towards regular human morals. Have Christian good girl GF. Way stronger and taller than GF. One night she hits me up and starts sexting me. We talk about lots of freaky stuff like forceful choking, throat fucking, rough sex in the dark etc. Suddenly I let I'm gonna rape the shit out of you slip when texting her. She continues for a while then tells me that really scared her. She eventually starts crying, tells me I hope you're just joking, I know you probably are. But I'm scared you're into that and might lose control with me. That's literally one of my biggest fantasies with her. Apologize a lot and try to calm her down to the best of my ability. She now tries to hide the fact she's scared of me whenever I get horny. Am I just fucked up? Please be honest. I feel guilty but it's literally what my body tells me to do. I don't watch porn but it's just in my mindset that I should dominate women and assert my ownership over her. Still, I love her. And I hate to see her sad and scared like this. I wish I could have her feel the same as me, but in the feminine submissive way. But I don't want to hide the truth from her. What do I do?